Welcome guys. So, making a little menu, like an options menu for Hefflogout. Me and Eric were talking earlier about his idea on a little editing menu and that, but so what I've done, testing it out on Hefflogout first. So here I've created a local directory, Hefflogout, in the config directory, and then so if it's not found, it'll make a directory. Then it'll check for the config file, and if the config file is not found, then we'll copy it over. So, oops, go back. So that's the basis of what I've done here. So when we run Hefflogout, you'll see right at the top corner here, the little settings icon now. That's going to drop a little pop over there. You can choose global config. I'm going to be removing those two, and then I've got a little save settings button there. Now the save settings button, same as these other buttons, which can be themed via the theme file that I'm shipping with the actual theme. So you can change the shadow, the box shadow, which gives it that glow effect. Change the borders, that kind of stuff as well. So that's the basis of what I'm trying to do. So right now I'm just adding the options. So if you look at the config file, we've got opacity, icon size, and theme. So they're the only ones I'm going to ship with the settings. So if you want to change this other sort of settings and that, then you're going to have to edit the actual config file itself. But these base settings, yeah, you'll be able to do from the menu. So icon size. Now we want entries. So I could add a slider. Can't remember how to do sliders actually. I'm going to have to Google that one. Slider would be pretty good, and then I'll just rolling a smoke while I'm thinking about it. If any thoughts come to my mind at all, probably not. Slider. How did I do a slider last time? I remember I did it for Arco Tweak Tool. I threw a slider in there. I think I had to add a argument, adjustment, GDK adjustment to it, giving it a maximum and minimum. Let's go digging around. We'll go digging around in the Arco Linux Tweak Tool. I remember I put one in there. Alright, let's take a look here. We go to repos, apps, Arco Linux Tweak Tool. And we want Hefflogout GUI. So yeah, I use GDK adjustment. 5 text, H scale, GDK scale, that's the one. Set digits O. Why did I do hex expand? What was that for? Set vertical alignment, GDK alignment start. because I missed half my cigarette. Copy that in there. So we're going to get opacity. I did it all for Hefflogout now. That will be self. Save that. Now, setting the window here. Self opacity, so it is called opacity. I got that right. Vowels equal self opacity. Set the adjustment. Okay. That there and there. Alright, so got the button going to the end. Get rid of globals. Put that as label 8. One here will be self edge scale. Be both true. This one will be false because we don't want it to expand. So let's take a look at that. That looks like shit. Like, that's terrible. There's no real size to it at all. It would look fantastic with a scale, but I think a text box is going to be the way to go, and then set the actual size request of a text box, or an entry as you'd call them. I really want to have a scale there. Alright. Try that. There we go. Much better. Why is the opacity at 0? Should be at 80%. Equals opacity times 100. There we go. Now it's at 80%. Alright, so we've got opacity. We click save. Alright, where are we? So when we click save, we're just going to say with open, and that'll be fn, should be config. Have a look. Fn config, yep. And we want to open that as a read. I'm going to say as f for file. I'm going to say lines equals f read lines dot close. Alright, so now we've got the whole file written into the variable. I'm going to say position equals, did I add a get position? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Bugger. I put it get position. Saves me having lines and opacity. First we're going to print the position. Position 1. 0. Alright. Now that we've got position 1, we can go we can go lines position equals, and do we really want to do it that way? Yeah, we'll do it that way. Opacity equals, say, I want to see if it does it as a float or not, so we'll go self.hscale. Get value. It is. So we'll say print lines position. bring that down to about here. Save settings. Type error is cannot concatenate string to int. Alright. Alright. So I'm going to wrap that in a stir as well. Try that again. Opacity 40. Opacity 84. Alright. So that's working. Copy that to make sure that I've spelled it correctly. Alright, so now that's done. Copy this. You can open that as a writable. Say F, write lines. In there, also lines, F dot close. There we go. So that's going to update the opacity for us. But I don't know how I'm going to do it in real time. Really going to have to change the opacity, close it, and then I see if it works. Right, so we're at about 80. Drop it down to about here somewhere. Save setting. Open it, see what happens. Base 10. Invalid literal for int with base 10. See what it would have done with our config. Wrong config. Open file. Home. Config. Log out. Aha. That's what I forgot, guys. You know what I forgot? Can you think about what I forgot? Forgot the new line. I forgot the new line. Plus -n for new. Alright. So it did set it to opacity 58. That's fantastic. Take a look. Yeah, so we've got a lighter opacity. So click the icon. Go right down to about here. Save settings. Try again. Whoa. Alright. We're in business, guys. We're in business. Bring it up to about 80 again. Save settings. How you going, politician? I'm working on Hefflogout at the moment. Yeah, not bad, man. VSC. Oh, Visual Studio Code. Yeah. I'm in Visual Studio Code. Yeah, I've got a few plugins that I like to, or extensions, like auto close tag and that. Most of them for web development. Some of them work with some work with Python as well, depending on what we're doing. Alright, so now we've got the opacity all sorted out. Everything's all sorted out. Working out right. Now we want to let them change the icon size, so we're going to add a text box for that one. So let's go back to our GUI. Got our horizontal scale there now. Our button, which is the bottom. Now we're going to set the icon size. So we've already got our icon size label. Now we just need an entry. So let's say icons. That's going to have to be a self because we're going to call it globally. Equals GDK entry. Now I did something. I'll leave it the default size. A little bit of a typo there. There we go. Self. That's better. Back up here. So we've got a horizontal box there. It's going to be 4. A lot of people look and think that I've got autocorrect and that kind of stuff on here, like telesense and stuff like that, like what you get with PyCharm, but it doesn't work that way. The only way I get these suggestions is if I've typed the command previously. So here you can see HBox 1, 2 and 3. It's because I've already previously programmed them, so they show me the suggestions of what's already done. Excuse me. Now we've got HBox 4. Box. Where's H scale there? So we're under H scale. Okay. Self dots. Icons. That'll be label 9. We'll leave both of them false. That'll be 4 and 4. And that'll be 4. Let's have a look. Right, so you know what I've done wrong? End. I need start. So that's better. Icon size and a box there. So I want to make that box smaller. So I'm going to have to go digging through my old sources again. This time I'm going to be looking at my Polybar editor. There we go. That's where I've done the little shit lib GUI. Where's my entries? Combo. Here we go. Set size request. Blah blah blah. Okay, so I want it to be about 80 pixels. Let's have a look at that. That's good. So now I'm going to have to put that one as end. That one's going to have to be as end. And also self.icons set text, and the text is going to be self. What do I call it? 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 Can't remember. Where are we? Let's go here. Icon. Self icon. Self icon. Okay. And this one's going to be end. Alright. Let's take a look at that. There we go. So now we've got it there. Now let's do what's this? I guess I checked out the funky i3 name hybrid and workflow was exactly that with token. What's that in? Oh yeah, that's right. What I was saying just before. Yeah, a lot of IDEs do that. It's like a memory type thing. It's not really IntelliSync or whatever it's called, or IntelliGence or something. See, with PyCharm, you'll notice when you open PyCharm and then you open a Python file, when you do the imports, so say for instance we're importing here GI repository import GTK. Once you import GTK, PyCharm will go through and take that entire library and put it into its own little let's say memory, for instance. I don't know the proper name. So as you start typing, it starts popping up suggestions based on that dictionary library that it's already synced with the import. So it's not really, if you're learning Python, it's really not good to start off like that, because you then become dependent, very dependent on the suggestions, and you don't actually put everything to memory. Like with me, if I want to set something with the set size request, I know that I do set size request or set default size, depending on what I'm trying to set the size of. Like with the window, it'll be default size, and widgets will be set size requests and stuff like that. It's stuff on memory. It just makes things a lot easier. But if I have to start relying on the autocorrect, it's more of a lazy way of going about it for myself. But if you start relying on it, then you're going to be relying on it throughout your entire programming hobby or career, whichever you're going to be doing. Where am I up to? That's right. We're going to... Where were we here? So what I'm going to do is position opacity. And this one's going to be position size. What's that called? Icon size is what we're going to be looking for. Like that. This one will be the same. Icon size, position opacity, position size, and icon size going to be an int as well, and that will be, what do I call the box, the entry again? Icons. Icons, get text. Alright, that line too long. Alright, let's try it. We'll go here, and the icon size, let's be dramatic and say 88. Whoops. Oh no, don't do that. I pushed Control S by accident. Let's do 88. Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. I didn't see any errors. Let's have a look. Oh, it worked. Look at the size of those big whopping icons. Oh, Ruth. Alright, so what did I have them before? 48, so we'll keep it that. Save settings. Yes. Alright, so we can change icon size on the fly. What else were we going to do? Theme, wasn't it? Changing between standard and alternative. So we're going to, while I'm here, let's do that now. Now this will be position theme. Now I need to be careful here because, okay, I got theme S and then theme, so make sure I get it right, otherwise I'm going to Otherwise I will end up screwing up the config file. Alright, that's that. We won't need a stir anymore. That'll be self themes, say. And then we go to our GUI. Same there. Did I call it? Yeah, that's good. At least called it theme, didn't I? The name of the theme. We'll go here. This one's theme with an S. Gotta get that right. Gots to get it right, and we'll go about 180 depending on the name of the theme. So we've got the label 10, that is. That'll be HBox 5. Future set now. Yeah. Feature, yeah. I just thought I'd make it easier. Like I said at the start, me and Eric were chatting, and he was saying how he wanted something like that where you can go to the top corner and click it and make some changes. So really the config file, the global config is going to be stored in etc hefflogout.conf, and in Arco Linux side of things it's going to be Arco Linux arcologout.conf or something like that. And when the application starts, if the folder doesn't exist, I'll show you on here, give you an idea on what I've done. So here we've gone, if this directory does not exist, so hefflogout in .config, then we're going to create the directory. Next step comes down and it says, okay, so if this file doesn't exist inside the directory we just created, let's copy it from etc hefflogout into config directory, and this is the file we're going to read. So in functions I've gone here and said if the file exists in hefflogout, then we'll read the config from the .config directory. If not, then we're going to read it from the etc hefflogout. So basically on first startup, it'll be reading from the global. Then we make all our changes to the one that we've just copied over, sort of thing. Then the next startup, it'll all start reading from the same file. This will be 5 and 5. That'll be 10. And it's going to be themes. Create the horizontal box as well. Check it out. Oh, didn't show up. Sons of a bitch. I didn't put it in here. Okay. Go. There we go. But it's up here. Why is it up here? It should be below icon. Oh, you idiots. Back end. The HBox 3's pack end, so this one should be pack start and pack start. There we go. There we go. So the setting button down below. We've got alternative there. Let's go standard. Save settings. Good, I got no error. Let's have a look. Ah, here we go, error. Okay, option theme in section binds already exists. Take a look at our config, what's happened. Aha. Okay. Undo that. Right, so why has it done that? Let's look, what have I done? Theme equals. Alright, so I've got to make it more exact. So I read theme from themes, from the theme's name. Went from there. Let's try it again. Alright, so we're back to normal. Standard, save settings, cancel. Have a look. White, and white, square buttons. So we're on the standard theme now. Excellent size working. Alternative. And we'll go 64 buttons. Bring the opacity up just a touch. Save. Have a look. There we go. Nice size buttons, rounded buttons. A little bit darker than normal. Have a look at the file. The opacity is at 80. Icon size is 64. That's what we set. And the theme is alternative. That's what we set as well. Alright, so we've got our little settings feature all sorted out. It's pretty groovy. Pretty cool. So once I iron out all the kinks on this, then I'll be able to apply that to Arco Linux logout. So when you're on i3 or anything like that and you install the logout, you can theme it how you like it. Set the icon sizes the way you want it. Awesome. That's that. Because I'll read the settings into the file on startup, so I won't be able to do everything on the fly. Because I'm going to run into problems. Maybe. I thought about that myself, about the using a box instead of a slider. I was thinking the slider looks fantastic, but it's like you said, they're a little iffy. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's do away with the slider for now. Have a look at it through an entry box. So I'll keep calling it H scale to keep it within norm. And that will be self opacity times 100. Just comment that out. Both at the same time. Oh yeah, you mean I got a slider and a box for values, yeah. So I've got H scale there, that's all good. Now if I go back here, I'm saying get value, that should be get text. H scale set text. Must be string, not float. Okay, okay. Uh, there we go. 80.0. Supposed to be an int. Go to full. That works. Why am I getting the 0.0? Shouldn't be getting 0.0. Now it's at 0. It's troubling. No, I've got too many hotkeys going at the moment. I could have used a spinner to do it, but getting pixbuff issues. There we go. Alright. Now we're cool. There we go. 60's not bad. Alright, so that's all set. That's pretty dang cool. Yeah, I got too many hotkeys and shit banging on at the moment with you can see in the config file we've got all those hotkeys going on there, so a lot of work just to raise a number to save someone from clicking a couple of button presses. Yeah, no, it's a lot of work. And I don't really feel like going through all that just for a couple of, save a couple of clicks. Oh, right, now where am I to? Do I bother adding the wallpaper into it? Yeah, I know, I know. Yeah. I was just thinking, what if I... Yeah, yeah, well, that's basically what it's going to be. Once they get it the way they like it, they'll probably barely touch it. Like setting themes and stuff. I've set it up so I'm thinking maybe if we copy the themes, I'll leave it the way it is. Basically, what you'll do, you go into System, User, Share. Where are we? With H, G, H. Then you go Hefflogout, and then you got themes. So basically, you can just copy the theme folder over into Documents, and then make all your changes you want. So here we've got Themes CSS, so you can change the border color and all that kind of stuff. So that's not bad, pretty cool. Then you just name the folder whatever you want, change all the icons and the theme colors and all that kind of stuff. So the stuff that's going to be customizable, you can change the way the buttons look and the glow of the button, the color of the button, and the circle around the picture. You can change the color of that. So I'm trying to make it as customizable as possible. So just thinking, do we add the wallpaper to it as well? So add like a wallpaper path or something. Yeah, let's do it. Let's add a wallpaper path. Let's do it. Let's do it. I know there's a typo there. I'll remember. I think functions, settings, block wallpaper, and set to wallpaper. Alright, so set that. Be hbox 6. So now, oh, we need an icon. We need a I'm going to put that above themes. So you want the slider now? Oh god. Oh shit, what have I done? Expected GDK widget, but got string. What? Oh, dick. Wall is our widget, not wallpaper. There we go. Alright, so now we've got the wallpaper in there. I'll make that a little longer. Line up. Opacity should be bigger. Look, what size have I got opacity at? Opacity, H scale. That size requested 80. Packed H scale into H box. H box. True. Yeah, I've done others as well. 6. Ah, true, true. Here we go. There we go. So now they should be a bit better. There we go. So stretched. That's a bit better. But if I get rid of the true, make them false, then their sizes, they should be set by their size then. So I'll have the icons H scale at 80, themes at 180 and wall at 180. Should be semi in uniform hopefully. Alright, so I've got to put that one at end. Now they're in uniform. So H scale will be pack end. Now it should be in. Okay, so that's that and that's that. So they're both the right size. One and this one, so 180. Maybe that looks better. It looks a lot neater. Okay. Oh, cosmetic stuff. It's all cosmetics. I don't know. Let's try it. See. Tab. Nut. Tab jumps from these two buttons because I'm using entry boxes, so mouse will be needed. You can tab in the settings. Do they scroll through like that? Once you click it, you can tab it. Now we need to set the wallpaper. Go to our settings. Remember our first step, we've got to set the position. So that'll be lock wallpaper. We're going to be finding our position, which is lock wallpaper. Yeah, it'll tab. So we found out of that, and we'll be position wall. And we copy and paste this. And that'll be lock wallpaper. Position wall. I think that's right. Wall with one L, or did I put it with two L's? Two L's. Alright. Let's test it out. Oh dear, I screwed the pitch on that one. Saves. Didn't get an error. Let's have a look. Alright. Awesome sauce. Working. No errors. Loving it. Loving every minute of it. Cool, so it's working out. And it's grabbing from the right one too, which is fantastic. So now, the final test. Let's go into cache, delete i3 lock. And let's click lock. Alright. So it's caching the image. Doing it all for us. And now we're locked. That's actually really cool. That spans across both my screens. I like it. Looks better than the last wallpaper I used. I might have to stick with that one, the big bird. That works. Cool. I'm quite happy with that. Now let's push and build. If you've got two 1920s by 1080s, when you do the better lock screen app, either remove the resolution part of it, just delete the resolution part so it's empty, and then a better lock screen will grab your entire monitors together as one big screen, and then it'll set your lock screen. It'll edit the images and cache the images accordingly. That's on my better lock screen app. I'm pretty sure, Politician. Yeah, you're the one that's got all my apps. Yeah, so do it that way. Packages, other Hefflogouts. Wasn't working for you? Oh, why not? Have you tried opening it up with Terminal, running Better Lock Screen GUI with Terminal? See what the error is. Says. Wouldn't load. Take a look. Paths. Did it load when you selected your own wallpaper path? Oh, so other apps are doing it as well. You got a system issue then, do you? Or yeah, something's gone to shit. If Meld and Nemo are doing it as well, something's definitely gone to shit there. Okay. Still seems to be working. I don't know if I've. Sounds like a troll in the system. Yeah, most likely. That's done with that. Let's open up Arco Linux logout and start implementing that there. So what I'll do, make life a bit easier for me. Copy that. Sit there. 4 and 2. Box 4 and 2. What have I done there? So I've gone here. I've added main box 4 above it. Okay. That's a start anyway. Saves me having to type all that out all over again. Got the event box there. Where did I put? There it is. User. Main box 3 not defined. Type that out again. So let's form 3 right here. Must be string, not int. Set icon, set text, self icon. What are they talking about? Self icons. Did I set the icon? Did I, or did I not? Icon size, icon, not icons. No, icons, that's right. Set icon. On save clicked. Go. Here after the initialization. Booger booger. If it's not opening, are you opening it with a keybind? Because if you're opening it with a keybind, you've probably got a typo in it. Maybe I use dashes instead of underscores. I'm a bit inconsistent like that when it comes to the script file naming. Have a look in user local bin. In that directory, you'll see all the scripts. That's where most of my scripts go. Yeah. Yeah, I need to go back through my apps and make them all consistent. Alright. Oh, that closed. Why'd that close? Else. Ugh. Gotta rework that, don't I? Right, where's click? Where's click? Where's click? Where's click? Click, click, click. Right here. Alright, so that's doing that. That's good. So the click button goes over to here. From here, if data, if that, if k, else. Else it closes. Alright, so we'll say else if for this. Else if it's settings. Where are we? The GUI, I don't need the GUI right now. I need Y. Should be somewhere here. Where are you? There we go. Popovers. Need you popovers right there. Alright, let's try it again. There we go. That's all showing. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. And it's disabled all the buttons. Why did it disable the button? try it without. Buttons are fine. Why did clicking that disable all the buttons? Let's have a look and see what's going on here. Why have we got button toggles? Okay. That's what we'll do. If not, data equals settings. Getaway typo. Then we do that. Alright, let's try it again. Alright, the buttons are all still active. That's what we're after. Entry and exit's not working. Oh. Active true, so it just highlighted everything. There we go, let's get rid of that. Yes, I've been there. I'll go check on things. Keep them busy, at least, that's the main thing. Now what I need to do, are you carrying on a bit, go away. Too complex. Why is it too I've got too many else ifs. They're nested else ifs inside other else ifs. So my little whatever it's called is cracking the shit at me about it. So I've got to go to GUI. Let's go to the top of the GUI where this is. There it is. This is where you run into trouble, right? So see how I've gone here and I've said GTK image new from Pixbuff. Now because that's been set here first, when I hover over an image in that, I'm going to have to set it as set from Pixbuff instead of new from Pixbuff. So I'll show you that when I get there. But that's the way that is. So we come down here. Elif blah 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 right here. I'm setting that in there. So I've got to remove all of that and say dot set. So dot set Pixbuff. So the variable's already been declared as an image and set through the new Pixbuff. Now all I'm doing is updating the variable with a new Pixbuff image. So that way run into problems. So if I'm using keybinds, I should be using keybinds too. I've forgotten all about that. Still works, but it's better off. Alright, so that's fixed. So what I was doing there, I was just updating it. So if people change their keybind and having it the way it was, having hard-coded letters, so like L, K, U, S and all the rest of it, they're the actual keybinds, and if people change their keybinds, then this part wouldn't run because it was still hard-coded as the default of what it was. So now I'm just saying, check this keybind against that to run this. So, solved that. And now that we've done that, it's normal. Go up here. Oops, something's going on. OS. FNOS. FN working directory. There we go, the glow's working now. Awesome. Got that. Now we need to set the settings. And we've got to make it so we've got to do that as well. So what are we going to call the config directory for Arco Linux logout? Is it going to be Arco Linux logout or Arco logout? Cat's asleep for now. My cat's running amok actually. I can hear her crashing into doors and shit. And I'm wondering, oh fuck, she's having one of those stupid half hours again. She's exploring everything. Just trying to think, what are we going to call the directory? Exactly like the app? Yeah, it's a good idea. arcologout.conf, Arco Linux-logout. You got it running. What was wrong with it, politician? Do you know? Did you work it out? Or do you just wing it and go, alright, fuck it, it's working now, I'll just leave it. I've done that so many times. Yeah, I thought you might have done that. I've done that so many times. I've got shit working and I'm like, oh, okay, it's working now. I don't know how I did it, but yeah. Typo, you reckon? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, mine, I don't know how old mine was. My mum and dad moved into a house they bought a while ago, and so they got the people that were currently living there to move out, and they had a cat like this cat, and they left it behind, and then my parents moved in about 4 weeks after they'd moved out, and yeah, there was this cat there, and it had the collar around its neck, round under its arm, so it was like choking itself. It stunted its growth and shit. But I don't know what the poor thing ate or anything like that for the whole time. But I ended up taking her home, and my big dinosaur dog gets along with it quite well. Walks around sniffing it, watching everything it's doing, and the cat ends up bloody going sideways and yeah, like a psycho, and has its little skitched out moments. It's hilarious. Good fun. fn.os path its directory. We're going to say if not. Gotta see what I did with like a Linux side of things. So we're gonna have to Yeah. Oh, it's hilarious when they get their backs all arched up and standing, walking sideways on their tippy toes. It's hilarious. Um, what we're going to say is drawing a blank here. So if home config, and I'll call it Arco logout. Keep it as one word. Save having errors. Yeah, rescues are the best. Yeah, rescues rule, man. They're really cool. She's heaps loving as well. Good. Yeah. Oh, that's horrible. You'd never look at her the same, would you? Yeah, I would. I keep saying I can't believe those people just left that cat behind. That's such a horrible thing to do. Personality pops out. Yeah, big time. She's cruising the room now. Alright, so if it is if it's not a directory, oh fuck. Yeah. Shit. Okay. Okay. Shit. Okay, so testing purposes, I don't have it in. Path. There, pathway. Alright. Done. Attribute error. Yeah, position not found. Okay. Alright. Attribute error, no. So we're gonna have to function. Yep. Go in function. No errors. And we've got the coloured ones now. Alright, alright, alright. Let's go to 60, shall we? Icon size. Tad bigger. Save set. Much better. Alright, this looks cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Alright. Yeah. Oh, that's good. It's all working. So that's working quite well. The buttons and binds, people will have to manually do that in the file themselves. Yeah. Alright, so I'm pretty much done, guys. I've updated the oh yeah, I've got to push this, and then I've got to make some changes to Hefflogout as well. I just realised if I delete Hefflogout from there, Then I open it and I try and set some settings. See, that hasn't changed there. Oh. Oh, of course it changed there because never mind. Never ever mind. Because it's changing it in this directory and not in etc. I'm doing it a couple of directories back and then go forwards from there instead of actually going straight to etc for debugging purposes. So that's why I'm going to have to, where's function? Hard code it like I did with the Arco Linux one. So if I hard code it and hard code it, bingo bango, should delete that directory again. Where are we? Log out, deleted. So first loadout, it reads from the global file. Then we can make our changes. So if I say standard, save settings, cancel, then I load it again. It should load from, yeah, it's loaded the standard theme from the standard file. The global file is untouched and the settings file is the one getting changed. Okay, so that's the little change that I wanted to make. Alternative size 64, that's what I'm after. What I might do is also, might need some Googling here. This is the popover that I've been looking into. Popover.showAll, popover.pop. That's to show the popover. I wonder if there's a popover.close. Let's take a look at that, shall we? So when I click the save button, right at the end, see if that works. Let's see if that works. Object has no close. Okay. Maybe dispose. I really have to look at the no dispose either. What about destroy? Destroy. Yes. Oh, zero me. Critical, critical, critical. Alright, that's definitely not. Where are we? Oh, that's using application window as the toggle. We don't want that. We want pop over. Find model. Okay. Widget show all GDK pop over here. They take me to there. Pop over. Doing that. Over menu model. New model. New model. Find model. Ah, pop down must be the one. We're using pop up. Pop down. Let's have a look at that. There we go. Ah, see, look at that. Beautiful. Pop down. Pop down. Alright. Cool. Alright. P commits. Update. Push. Holy fussy cats. Okay, Linux logouts. Go here. Beautiful. Alright, I'm done for the night, guys. I watch a little bit of telly and have a kip. So thanks for stopping in. Thanks for watching, and hopefully this was a bit informative for you. Actually, what I might do, I'll build the it's on the test repo at the moment, so I'll do another build and put that to the test repo. That'll be version 19. So that'll be on the test repo, so if you want to test it out, the Hefflogout, it's on my testing repo, so go for gold, have some fun, and yeah. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters.